The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic is more than a smartwatch. It's basically a statement on your wrist. Here's my full review of the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic. Let's go. Samsung are on a bit of a journey in their smartwatch lineup. They're offering something that kind of suits and caters to every type of consumer need. Rugged, sporty watches that can kind of be taken anywhere and treated in any fashion. And then the sleek minimalist watch, which is there for convenience and daily use. Somewhere in the middle of that lies the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic, which is both of what I described and then wrapped in a sleek, sort of modern, traditional watch design. The Watch 8 Classic is for me, and I love it. And I'm about to tell you all the reasons why. Samsung have kind of settled on a design language now. They kind of introduced something last year with the Galaxy Watch Ultra, where you've got the watch circle sitting inside a more squarer, more rugged design to help with sort of durability, but also sort of stand out with its aesthetic. Got that out eventually. That was the Ultra sort of introducing that to the market. And this year with both the Watch 8 and the Watch 8 Classic, they've kind of refined it in a way to suit the purpose of each different watch. Where the Ultra was a bit squarer with its frame, the Classic is a bit more round to suit the more sort of traditional watch style that it is. It's a beautiful smartwatch to look at. The stainless steel frame, which is contrasted with the black rotating bezel, which I'll get to in a moment, looks superb. Even off your wrist, you just stare at this watch and you're like, wow, that's a nice timepiece. And that design is actually quite practical too, because that bezel that is rotating is actually raised, which means that is kind of there to protect the display on the inside. And having used this display pretty much since it came out, this thing is immaculate. I live on the Gold Coast. Quite sunny, you can see behind me, and windy. Geez, today that's crazy. But it's very, very sunny, even in winter. It's just started to go spring here, and it is hot and sunny for the entire day. The Galaxy Watch 8 Classic has a peak brightness level of 3000 nits. I have never, in my outdoor situations, ever missed being able to see the time or check the notifications. It is bright and clear and detailed, and any situation you're in, you'll be able to see everything that you need to. Now, I can't talk about a classic watch from Samsung without talking about the most important, unique aspect of its design overall, and that's the rotating bezel. It's the best part about it, by a comfortable distance. Navigating the software using the bezel is smooth and intuitive, but it just feels right. It's practical, because what I really love about it is that it actually keeps the screen clear, because when you need to rotate through to find something, you're not swiping and sort of covering the screen up. You're keeping the screen free and you're just rotating through the software. For me, it just remains the best way to navigate software on a watch because of the fact it just feels right. Like rotating one way goes one way and rotating the other way goes the other way. But it's also the way that they've built oneui 8 Watt to support both combination of touching and swiping, but also the bezel rotating, especially with how they've got the widget stacks where you can rotate to all the widgets and swipe up to see the different ones that you've got there, or whether you want to bring down the quick panel with a swipe and then rotate through the quick panel options, or swipe up to see the apps and then rotate down the apps to sort of find them using the bezel. And again, keeping that screen clear. And then apps like Spotify, where if you wanted to listen to music through your watch, you can actually tap on Spotify and then the rotating bezel is built to support that too, because that'll adjust volume and also allow you to skip through and see the different playlists that you've got. It's fantastic. I also really like the quick button that they've built in here, and I like how it's been recessed into the watch too, so that prevents accidental touches. And I mentioned oneui 8 Watch. Samsung have built a very nice platform here. They've actually incorporated things from oneui, the phone version, like the Now bar, where you can actually see live activities on the screen, whether you've got the stopwatch going or whether you've got Spotify playing. And when you tap on it, it sort of brings up the cards or the Now bar cards that are on, and you can sort of interact with them that way. And then there's sort of funky animations, or smooth animations, I should say, that retract everything back into each other. Just a nice touch, and I think that helps mirror what they've done on the phone on the watch too. But then this brings me to health, because a lot of people are buying smartwatches now for that health focus and the health tracking. I wouldn't say it's the Watch 8 Classic's primary focus. Samsung have kind of built the Watch Ultra to be the focus of that activity tracker. But the Watch 8 Classic does all the same things. It's pretty much got the exact same internals from a sensor point of view as the Ultra. So you're not actually skimping out on that sort of part when you get the Classic instead of the Ultra. Let me know if you want like a longer term comparison between the two and I'll sort of see which one actually would suit better for what sort of activity. Let me know in the comments. But the great thing with the Classic is you have all of those same sensors built in, plus you've got the Classic design with that rotating bezel. For me, that just sort of completes the entire package. When it comes to health, there's actually 3 main elements that I rely on my smartwatch for. Heart rate monitoring, sort of to keep a track of my heart health. Activity tracking, so if I'm doing any activities, I want to sort of keep a track of what I'm doing and my progress. And energy and sleep score. Those 3 things are what I rely on the Watch 8 Classic for. I used to use it a lot for running, but I fractured a bone in my knee earlier in the year and haven't run since. So hopefully I can get back into it soon. But at the moment, running's off the cards. What I really actually started to appreciate about the heart rate monitoring is the fact that I can keep a track of how my resting heart rate has progressed over time. This year, I kind of needed to put a bit of focus on my physical health. And I can see sort of documented from earlier stages in the year to later stages in the year, how my resting heart rate with activities that I've now done to sort of make myself fitter have actually gotten better. There's a lot of other stuff that Samsung have built in with the Watch 8 Classic too, like vascular load, and you can go in and see that sort of metric being tracked on the Samsung Health app too. But having the watch just be there constantly sort of measuring that sort of stuff means I can keep a track of it and see my progress on charts. It's great. And with the activity tracking, I have got a spin bike that's out in my backyard, and I just have been using that over the last 6 months to try and get more physically fit. What's great with the activity tracking is the watch will just track the activity as you're doing it. And it's great too, as you are doing it, you can check the watch and check metrics like your heart rate zones too, to make sure you're hitting the right zones for the cardio exercise that you're doing. And of course, because it all syncs with Samsung Health, you can go back and check the progress from months ago to what you're doing now, and you can see the difference. A big one that I can see the difference is within my heart rate recovery. So the watch, 2 minutes post-workout, will track your heart rate and put onto a chart how the trajectory of your heart rate recovers after cardio. So it'll sort of track it at the point where you stop it, and then for 2 minutes afterwards, it'll continue to track it. What's been really good for me is noticing the fact that my heart rate recovery time has gotten a lot better, and the actual heart rate has dropped to a lower point, so I'm recovering faster after a workout. Again, not something you probably would have been too aware of if you didn't have a watch that does that sitting on your wrist. Fortunately for me, I do with the Watch 8 Classic. And then there's the energy score, something new that Samsung brought in this year. And what I appreciate about the energy score is it kind of combines metrics from the day before and then brings it in to the day when you wake up. It's gotten so good now where it's the first thing I check when I wake up. When the notification appears on my watch, I go through it, I check what it says about yesterday's activity and how it impacted the energy score. And then from there, I also check the sleep score. Because it's all kind of combined into one sort of area, I can check the sleep from the day before or that night before and how that went. And that, again, gives you that indicator of what your day could look like from an energy point of view. Obviously, you know if you're tired. And as a football fan in Australia, now that the Premier League's back on and the European leagues have restarted, I can pinpoint some days where I know I'm going to be tired without needing the watch. But on other days during the week, you can sort of check where you were throughout the night, what your metrics were for your sleep, and know potentially what you need to fix for the next day. But it's not just about, I guess, the sleep tracking overall. It's the little stuff in between that it can do, like snoring tracking. I was a chronic snorer about a year and a half ago. It was really bad. It disrupted the family sleep patterns and everyone kind of got frustrated, including myself. Within the platform, it kind of tells you some reasons for snoring. And what I noticed is it was down to my weight. So as I sort of have been losing weight throughout the year, I've been able to see the fact that my snoring has drastically improved because of the fact that it can actually track it and record it. I'm not going to play any for you. And it will actually show you how much you snored before in previous sleep tracking and how much you're doing now. You can see the improvement that I've done. It's gone from a lot to almost nothing. But overall, that energy and sleep score is kind of a good indicator of what your next day will look like. If you don't exercise enough or haven't got enough activity the day before, and then you don't sleep well, your energy score is going to be low. But if you do good in exercise and you sleep well, it's going to project that your energy score for the day will be higher. Simple math, really. The Watch 8 Classic as a support mechanism for the ecosystem is also great. Samsung have got lots of features built in there. Particularly as a Fold user, I really like the fact you can control the camera with it. Because the Fold is a tripod, basically, you can have it set down and then control the camera and record video. But even if you took all of those features away and just had this as a standalone watch that told the time, it honestly is sensational. It looks great, the display is vibrant, and it has all of the functions that you need out of a smartwatch. And I love it. Hit subscribe to Tech with Benefits for more reviews and Samsung content like this. You won't regret it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. You!